Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0, instant reaction. But before we get in the show, if you do like what you see, please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find it more easily, so please hit the thumbs up. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come be part of this great community. Also, hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. If you want to become a member, it is 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. If you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking on the $sign as well. Right, so let's get into this match. Anyway, today we thought we're going to have a hard game against Arsenal, 12:30 kickoff. We don't normally do well in a 12:30 kickoff, do we? We normally have, bad games in that. So, we thought, right, this is a time to change it. What a great time to change it. And change it today would be the greatest thing to do. So anyway, there is the Newcastle lineup. Livramento back in the starting lineup. Bruno back in the starting lineup. Burn back in the starting lineup. And Sean Longstaff starting as well. Tonali on the bench. Kraft stepped back down as well. And look, a lot of people melted down before the game about obviously having Longstaff in there. All thinking that's it, we've lost this game before we'd even kicked it off. The Arsenal lineup included ex-Newcastle player Mikel Merino, so making his first appearance at St James's Park since leaving Newcastle for Real Sociedad. Okay, so let's get into the game. Anyway, look, I thought we started off really well in this game. Arsenal seemed to sit up a little bit. It started off as a really great game of football, but the real action started just after 10 minutes, 11 minutes into the game. Ball from Willock to Longstaff. Longstaff then passed it out wide to Gordon. Gordon went down the channel, put in a perler of a cross, because it was a perler of a cross. It was a beauty. What a beautiful cross it was from Anthony Gordon. And who should be on the end of it to meet it? No other man than Alexander Isak. Scores, puts us 1-0 up. 3 goals in 3 games for Isak. Isak is back. Absolutely is. What a great header. But the cross was just filthy, wasn't it? It was a beautiful cross on Gordon. I thought he had a really good game today, Anthony Gordon. I mean, look, first half, I thought it was a cracking game of football between two sides, but we looked the better of the team. We looked the better in the first half than Arsenal did. And then it gets to half time, so I'm sort of thinking, right, okay, I can see there's no way Arsenal's going to sit back in the second half and let us dictate this game. They're going to come out and play. And I was expecting to see a massive response from Arsenal, but just did not see a massive response from Arsenal. Yes, they did have possession and they did, have a goal. But I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think we were really threatened that much. I thought their set pieces were bad, their corners. Maybe because we marked them out of the game well. And I just thought everybody played their part today. We were really on it today. Bruno and Joe Linton celebrating when the ball went out of play for us. When we got that throw in the first half, Bruno celebrating. Second half, Joe Linton celebrating when the ball went out of play. This is great. This is what we want to see. And we actually saw a better Newcastle United today. Why couldn't we have seen this Newcastle against Brighton? Because we could have blew Brighton away. The chances we had that day. We could have buried Chelsea last week at Stamford Bridge. We should have put Chelsea away last week, in all honesty. But you know what? I think that cup game on Wednesday, beating Chelsea, has just given us that extra lift now to go and say, right, come on, let's kick on now. We haven't had the best of starts in the Premier League. We've not really set the Premier League alight. But now we're here. It starts now, because after today's game, we've now got to kick on. It's no good us beating Arsenal, then going to Forest next week and not getting a result there. So this is this is a thing that should be a kick up the backside to say, right, let's get on with it now and let's go on and carry this form on. Because I thought today was terrific. The football was terrific. The shithousery from Nick Pope going down, but, saying he had an injury and getting the physio on. And, I know people were like, oh, no, Pope's down. He's, that's him out. No, it's not. It's just Pope down, taking the sting out of the game. That's exactly what he's just got to do annoying things like that. Taking the sting out of the game. And I don't mind that. I quite like that. I didn't think Arsenal were that great today. I thought Saka didn't really threaten us that much. He wasn't that great, let's be honest. Havertz had another bad day at St James's Park. He must really hate coming here now. And all round, just absolutely fantastic. I'm just absolutely buzzing because we've beat them. But as I say, this is where we need to kick on. The full-back pairing. 20-year-old Lewis Hall on the left side, 21-year-old Livramento, soon to be 22 in 10 days' time. I mean, look, Livramento I thought was outstanding. That one dribble pass he got in the first half, that was past Martinelli. And I thought he did well. He handled Martinelli quite well. He handled Trossard well. Do you know what? I thought he was absolutely terrific on the right-hand side today. And I've got to be honest, this season, I think it's probably the best game I've seen Livramento play at right back. Because he was struggling a bit, wasn't he? And then Trippier come in and took his place. And then obviously Trippier got injured. And now Livramento's in. He's now cemented that place back. So, absolutely fantastic from him. And then on the left-hand side, Lewis Hall, I thought he was terrific as well. I mean, block shots from Lewis Hall. He handled Saka very well. And England are crying out for a left-back. Well, there's one there. There's one here. I know they like to try and take on the favourites like Rico Lewis and all this. And Luke Shaw when he's fit. But I'm sorry. Lewis Hall's better than Luke Shaw, if I'm honest. Because Lewis Hall is getting better and better by the game. His defending is getting a lot better. And, the sky's the limit for this lad. And this lad's only 20. And I think at £28 million, we got an absolute bargain here. And I can see why Chelsea fans are so upset about this deal, losing Lewis Hall. Because I think Lewis Hall's a better left back than Cucurella. And I think we absolutely robbed Chelsea. We did. And you know what? I don't care. We've got probably England's future full-backs in our team. I mean, Livramento's been in the England team. Hasn't made an appearance yet, but a first cap for him isn't going to be far away. If I was Lee Carsley, in the next international break, I think he should be seriously looking at picking Lewis Hall. Because he's one of the best left backs, if not the best English left back in the country at the minute. As I say, a big mention, as I say, to Isak. He's back on fire. He looks on form now. 3-3. This is more like the Isak we know. And we want to see more from Isak as well. So, look, let's hope this is the start of Isak going on a scoring run. Yes, Callum Wilson's out, but are we missing Wilson? Not really. Because you tend to think now he's been out that long, you just sort of think, oh, okay. You're used to it when Eddie comes out and says, oh, well, he's not ready yet. And you're thinking, yeah, well, I was expecting that, Asula on the bench, yes, it would have been nice for him to come off and get a run, but I think the fact we were only 1-0 up possibly meant don't bring him off the bench. So, and it was nice to see Tonali come on for Willock. I thought Willock had a good game for us today. Him and Joe Linton. Look, if I'm honest, I'll keep Joe Linton out on the left, Willock in that midfield as well, because the two of them can play on the left wing and they can swap over, and that's that bit of fluidity you've got there. So, and they work really well together, because during that second half, there was a pass that when Willock went out way, Joe Linton passed it to him. So look, they work very, very well together. So I would definitely keep them in. Yes, Longstaff had a good game, but Tonali's got to come into that match as well. So, we'll see what happens on that one. But for me today, as I say, I've got to give man of the match, even though it was very hard to pick between the two, and I'm splitting hairs here. But marginally, he wins it because of the 2 block shots and his all-round performance against Saka, and that is Lewis Hall. For me, was definitely man of the match for me. So we are up to, so we are now, as I say, 1 point behind the European place and 8th place in the Premier League so far. But look, coming to the end of this short show. But as I say, as always, if you have enjoyed what you see, then please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find it more easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come in to subscribe, come be part of this great community. Also, hit the bell notification that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So yes, the Arsenal to the Premier League got beat today 1-0, and no doubt Arteta is having a meltdown. Well, he can always cuddle his teddy bear, so there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And as I say, a great day at the office for the lads. Let's hope the lasses can win in Birmingham tomorrow. But until then, away the lads and the lasses. The future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. Bye-bye.